The wounds are being nurtured as well and closed up for good, you know? So I think for me, this is my chapter of healing.
Sometimes you think you've seen it all in Hollywood, but then a story comes along that reminds you this town still has plenty of surprises up its sleeve. Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert were once the ultimate power couple, talented, stylish, and bursting with the kind of energy that made fans root for them. For years, their marriage seemed like one of those rare partnerships that could weather any storm. Yet behind that polished facade, rumors of betrayal and secret heartbreak began to sprout like weeds. Now, everything is coming to light in a way no one could have predicted. But that's not even the biggest bombshell. Teyana's new chapter features a rising star whose appearance on the scene has everyone buzzing.
Pierre, that's Tiana. Pierre, that's Tiana.
His name, Pierre, often called Mufasa by fans, and he's got the industry paying attention. If you thought Tiana was about to quietly exit the stage of her old life, think again. The storyline unfolding is full of unexpected connections, rumors of revenge, and the sort of raw tension that has kept the internet churning day after day. And it all begs the question: how did Tiana and Iman go from the Spotlight's ideal duo to a scandal-laden saga that spans restraining orders, alleged jealousy, and millions in potential payouts? Buckle up, because once you hear the details, you'll never look at this couple or their new entanglements the same way again.
Have you guys ever gone on a vacation?
If it's me and Tiana, no, she don't want me to bring my business.
There you go. Finally,
I don't want the PS5 if Tiana coming in, it's me and her, my nigga.
Before the name Teyana Taylor ever trended for personal drama, she was known as a gifted performer, a no-nonsense personality, and an artist who quickly garnered respect in the music and dance scene. From her early days, she was outspoken about wanting to do things her own way. That bold attitude made her stand out in an industry brimming with talented women. Meanwhile, Iman Shumpert carved out a name for himself on the basketball court. He wasn't just a skilled athlete, he was charismatic, camera-ready, and always seemed up for embracing the spotlight off the court. As his NBA career gained steam, his sense of style and occasional forays into the music realm hinted at broader ambitions.
So we see the results of Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert's divorce and all the payouts, millions of dollars, right? That was look like all these assets and stuff getting switched around.
When they got together, their chemistry was electric. To fans, it felt like they balanced each other perfectly. Tiana brought creative flair, while Iman's sports background added discipline and a certain hype. As they stepped out together, crowds admired them as an embodiment of modern black love, supporting each other's pursuits no matter the obstacle. And for a time, it looked like everything was going according to plan, yet success often shines the brightest light on hidden cracks. Despite their picture-perfect public image, small talk and gossip circles pointed to tension. Some whispered that Iman's star on the court was flickering even as Tiana's star in the entertainment world burned brighter.
Yo, Tiana Taylor just took Iman Shumpert to the cleaners, gang. She got 4 houses valued at over 10 million.
No one had proof of trouble then, just an inkling that something wasn't quite right. That inkling grew into an inferno once the word cheating slipped into public conversations. In the beginning, these rumors were little more than low-key hints on social media. A random tweet here, a cryptic Instagram comment there, nothing concrete. But it was enough to make fans wonder whether the high-voltage romance had a few wires crossed behind the scenes. Tiana often jumped to Iman's defense whenever these suspicions came up. She insisted that the swirling accusations were fueled by folks hungry for drama.
Cause wait a goddamn minute. Why am I so late to the party? Why didn't I know about Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa, and Tiana Taylor?
At one point, she deactivated her social media pages entirely, which only fueled the speculation further. The timing was too perfect to be mere coincidence. Why vanish at the exact moment cheating allegations erupted? She offered other reasons: disputes with her record label, creative frustrations. But the internet rarely buys a story that neat. Still, Tiana's loyal following remained hopeful. Her unwavering defense of her husband's faithfulness had them convinced the rumors might be overblown. After all, wasn't this the same woman who fiercely protected her marriage on every platform? If she said Iman never strayed, maybe that really was the truth. But quietly, more and more stories cropped up, people claiming to have insider info about Iman stepping out with multiple partners.
Allegedly.
Who's the new couple?
So, Tiana Taylor And Aaron, Pierre, it's Mufasa.
Others questioning the boundaries of the relationship, since Tiana once admitted they occasionally invited a third person into their bedroom. Did that open door lead to bigger betrayals, or was that arrangement just a scapegoat for gossip hounds? You might think rumors would dry up eventually if there was no solid proof. That wasn't the case here. Someone out there was itching to blow the lid off Iman's secrets. First came the anonymous social media accounts dropping alleged screenshots of messages. Then came bold claims from individuals who insisted they had first-hand knowledge of Iman's behavior. The real avalanche struck when someone leaked a video snippet in which fans swore they heard Iman's voice.
Letting people know, like, now I can explain decisions I made with a clear head, you know what I'm saying? Like, back then, I really didn't know shit. I was just trying shit.
That was the turning point. Anonymous whispers turned into something much louder. While not irrefutable, the clip had enough authenticity to make even the most devoted supporters squirm. Some insisted the voice was obviously Iman's. Others demanded better evidence. But the conversation was out in the open. Was Tiana married to a serial cheater? Just when things couldn't seem more chaotic, Tiana once again pulled back from social media. She claimed it was about being fed up with negativity and focusing on her music projects. But the timing was suspicious all over again. Chatter about Iman's alleged transgressions was at an all-time high, and Tiana's sudden vanish felt like she'd had enough.
To make a one-time 7-figure payment to Tiana. What? That's crazy. What is that about, roundabout? What'd you think?
$1 million or more.
Rather than quell speculation, it simply made everyone more convinced something major was happening behind closed doors. Meanwhile, Iman stayed unusually quiet. He never released a statement or posted a quick denial, even though his name was getting dragged through a digital mudslide. For fans, this was a red flag. If these allegations were false, why not defend himself more directly? Tiana was the one doing all the talking, which led many to suspect that there must be some truth to the swirling accusations. For a while, Tiana and Iman kept up an illusion of normalcy, periodically appearing together as though the rumor mill was just static.
Be like my healing chapter. A lot of wounds are being closed.
But cracks eventually turned into fissures. According to inside sources, Tiana found evidence too damning to ignore. Things that confirmed Iman hadn't been honest about where he spent his time and with whom. That discovery reportedly left her devastated. Publicly, she said very little. Privately, though, whispers indicated she was meeting with lawyers to weigh her options. After wrestling with the decision, Tiana filed for divorce in secret, hoping to handle the matter quietly without igniting another social media firestorm. For a brief moment, it looked like they were done for good, but old habits die hard. Tiana seemed to have a fierce desire to keep her family intact, especially for the sake of their children. She allegedly withdrew the filing shortly after, giving their marriage another shot. In that period of limbo, Iman promised to change, to communicate, to be more respectful, yet fans noticed how Tiana began pulling back from major career opportunities, focusing on maintaining peace at home. Insiders claimed she turned down acting projects and large-scale performances to prioritize stability. The cost of that choice was steep. Without those gigs, her income dipped. Oddly enough, Iman seemed to grow agitated by her reduced earnings, insinuating she needed to step it up financially. Tiana couldn't win. If she worked too much, she was ignoring him. If she worked too little, she was slacking. The constant push and pull was mentally draining. According to leaked accounts from people close to her, this cycle of emotional whiplash had Tiana on the verge of a breakdown. Eventually, the cracks grew impossible to fix. Reports say Tiana reached her breaking point and, in early 2022, filed for divorce once again. This time she wasn't in the mood to reconcile. The vow to keep her family together no longer outweighed the endless emotional strain. Rumor has it she came armed with receipts, text messages, screenshots, financial records, all painting a grim picture of a marriage built on shaky ground. Just as Tiana began to move on, a fresh name lit up the tabloids. Pierre, sometimes nicknamed Mufasa, thanks to his role in a major recent production.
Taylor's Mufasa, posting a series of stunning pictures together. Tiana appears to hard launch their relationship right.
He's got the face of a leading man and the career momentum to match. While Tiana was putting finishing touches on her post-divorce life, Ayan appeared beside her at industry events, capturing hearts and raising eyebrows. Their first public sighting meeting happened almost casually, like they were testing the waters to see how people would react. However, the pair quickly escalated that approach by attending one event after another. They exuded a playful chemistry, sharing subtle glances and making no effort to hide their comfort with each other. The world of social media lit up, praising Tiana for taking a chance on happiness after enduring so much heartbreak. In many eyes, the highlight of their flirtation came when Aeon snagged a well-deserved accolade at a recent awards gala. Tiana was spotted by his side, and their embrace spoke volumes. It wasn't a PR stunt. You could practically sense the mutual respect and excitement in their interaction. For Tiana, this was a new beginning, a time to reclaim her identity as a thriving artist, mother, and woman who refused to be reduced to a cautionary tale of heartbreak. Naturally, not everyone was celebrating. Some fans felt she moved on too soon, forgetting that Tiana had been dealing with a disintegrating relationship for quite a while. Others applauded her for stepping forward with confidence, especially after the emotional roller coaster she endured with Iman. And then there was Iman himself, lurking in the background, allegedly simmering with resentment. Love triangles always make for juicy drama, but this story took an especially tense turn when rumors emerged that Iman wasn't just nursing wounded pride, he was actively plotting retaliation. Sources whispered that he wanted Tiana to regret every moment she spent with Aeon Pierre. At first, people brushed off these rumors. Iman had never been the type to wear his heartbreak on his sleeve, but that changed when a swirl of gossip claimed he had tried to confront Aeon at an event. No cameras were there to confirm the scuffle, but various onlookers said they saw heated words exchanged before security and mutual friends intervened. Aeon allegedly left without throwing a single punch, leaving Iman looking a bit foolish.
Oscar night in black and white, no gray area.
No gray area, as in no more speculation. The two.
That wasn't the only conflict swirling around. According to some who claim inside knowledge, Iman began lashing out behind the scenes, telling mutual acquaintances that Tiana was never around for the kids and too busy chasing a new romance. To those paying attention, it sounded like sour grapes. After all, Tiana had spent years safeguarding his image. She once dismissed talk of his multiple affairs, refused to confirm whether he fathered any kids outside their marriage, and put her own career on hold to prioritize him. The final straw came when the rumor mill started dropping hints that Iman wanted sole custody of their children. The idea from an outsider's perspective seemed like a stretch. Tiana, after all, was known for doting on her kids and bringing them along for multiple tours and appearances when they were much younger. Insiders claimed it was all a power move to hurt Tiana by threatening what she cherished most. If that's true, it's a risky play, especially given Tiana's alleged trove of receipts highlighting his own questionable parenting decisions. Most people in Tiana's shoes would crumble under that pressure, but she seemed more determined than ever to retreat. In fact, after that rumored near altercation, word leaked that Pierre had taken legal steps against Iman. Allegedly, he filed for a restraining order, an extraordinary measure that signals just how serious things might be. Meanwhile, Tiana appeared at one event after another, always looking poised and unbothered. She even went Instagram official with Aeon, posting snapshots of them at a prestigious Hollywood gala. Captions hinted at new beginnings, fresh chapters, and zero regrets. If Iman was hoping to scare her back into the shadows, he failed spectacularly. Instead, it seemed like he was only fueling her determination. Behind the scenes though, Tiana decided she was done playing nice. The divorce they'd been tiptoeing around for so long was reportedly finalized in a blaze of legal fury.
And y'all talking about in the comments, talking about something, oh yeah, that's why you don't get married. Get married is for the birds. No, it's not always like that. Everybody is not out for your money. And then, we not even like them. Them people make $1 million.
She presented documentation that allegedly exposed Iman's repeated infidelities, emotional turmoil, and manipulative tactics that had impacted her career. And according to certain outlets, Tiana walked away with a settlement that left onlookers stunned. Most shocking of all were the rumored figures. 4 properties worth a combined total exceeding $10 million, plus an assortment of luxury vehicles that would make a car collector drool. Everything from a Maybach to a Sprinter, outfitted with top-tier amenities. On top of that, Iman faced a monthly child support obligation of around $8,000, not to mention tuition costs at private schools. If the rumblings are true, this settlement became a cautionary tale for those who think they can keep crossing the line without consequences. And so the story shifts. Not so long ago, Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert represented an unbreakable partnership. They danced together in music videos, celebrated each other's wins on the biggest stages, and pledged their unity in a series of heartfelt interviews. Now they stand on opposite sides of the same spotlight, forging new paths that couldn't be more different. Some might see this saga as a messy meltdown of what was once a promising love story. Others might view it as Tiana's triumphant rise out of turmoil, a chance for her to define her boundaries, protect her peace, and seize fresh opportunities without a partner who seemed intent on overshadowing her. Pierre's presence has certainly amplified the drama, but it's also given Tiana a renewed sense of purpose and spark. Meanwhile, the public is left grappling with questions. Did Iman ever truly value Tiana's happiness, or was he fueled by jealousy once her star became brighter than his own? Is there a chance he'll come to terms with her new relationship and let her parent in peace, or will he keep trying to undermine her at every turn? And how much more might Tiana reveal if pushed too far? At the end of it all, Tiana's story underscores a truth we can't ignore. Behind every glamorous red carpet appearance, behind every smiling family photo, there can lurk unresolved wounds and deeply hidden secrets. Sometimes, breaking free means leaving behind the image you fought to protect for years. And that, more than any rumor or legal battle, can be the most liberating move of all.
All the cars, damn near. And she keeps 100% ownership of her company. Like, bro, what, like, and she get $8,000 a month for child support. That's the only thing he lucked up with. Oh God, is child support.
The chapters yet to come may hold even more fireworks. Love, ambition, heartbreak, and determination all continue to swirl around Tiana, Iman, and Ayan in unpredictable ways. One thing, however, is clear. Tiana Taylor is no longer standing in the shadows of a once celebrated marriage. She's stepping confidently into a new realm where she calls the shots and shows the world exactly how a person can transform tragedy into triumph. And that's the story so far. With each revelation, the stakes have only risen, and viewers everywhere are glued to the unfolding drama. But remember this, the truth in Hollywood can be a slippery thing, shaped by personal agendas and half-hidden facts. As more details surface, we might see regrets, reconciliations, or even bigger betrayals. Will Iman and Tiana ever find a stable footing for the sake of their children? Will Pierre stand firm beside Tiana, no matter what else emerges about her complicated past? Only time will tell. For now, Tiana marches on, propelled by a renewed sense of freedom and self-worth. A far cry from the woman who once deleted her entire online presence, hoping to shield a partner unworthy of her devotion. If she's learned anything, it's that secrets don't stay buried forever. And sometimes the boldest move is to reveal all your cards, face the storm head on, and come out the other side stronger than ever. That is precisely the chapter she's writing right now, whether or not the world is ready to turn the page.